Welcome to Sky Sport Next, our new initiative supporting grassroots sport and rising talent across New Zealand. We're proud to be investing in Sky Sport Next to give over 50 sports a chance to be seen and to grow.
Kia ora nora tātou, and welcome to the 2019 New Zealand Secondary School Touch Championships for this crossover match between Marlborough Boys and Palmerston North Boys High. Now, sitting with me today, we have the expert analysis of Murray Sturt. How's it going today, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
No, I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to this matchup. Very good match. Marlborough Boys, they come in with a strong squad. Number 1, Ryan McLeod, Hugh Robertson at number 2, Charles Tupoatoa, Clyde Paiwai, Keelan Morale, Nace Talfa, Bray Tau Moifolau, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, or not, Nico Pape, William McKenzie. We have another Tau Moifolau, that's Kyron. Then we have Sam Irvine, Jimmy Morris, Kobe McDougall, Will Flynn, Jake Pacey, and Jack Burden, and their manager is Jared Dunn. And for the Palmerston North Boys, we have James Cameron, Carson Hepi, Lafo Takiria Ching. He actually calls himself Mitter Graham.
Yes, he does. He even said that in his bio. I call myself Mitter Graham, so we'll call him Mitter in this game.
Let's hope he plays like him as well. At number 4, we have Maraki Aomua. We have Ezra Petley at 5, Tom Kirk, Geordie Viljean.
Viljean, yes, his dad actually played for the Springboks halfback, so look him up.
Yeah, hopefully he's got a nice little pass like his father as well. Then we have Keys Yonke, nephew to George Albert Yonke, one of the best NZ players to come out of Aotearoa, in my opinion. We have Kōpere Tānoa at 9, Kalani Grant, Sam Coles, Jaden Keelan, Matthew Olsen, Fletcher Carpenter, and Caleb Tanoa. Now, I think the number 10 and the number 7 for Marlborough, they're actually twins, both Bray and Kyron. Here we go. We have Marlborough Boys tapping off. They go up the middle, nice and strong. Nice little 33 play here, just trying to get themselves down to attacking position. They set up 7 metres out. They go for a cookie. Chuck back, but the defensive line, nice and tight there, able to keep Marlborough Boys out.
Yeah, that was a good yards off the 5 there, and they're setting up here for another middle play. Scooper. Oh yes, here it is, first try of the morning. Marlborough Boys.
Yes, great little manipulation there by Marlborough Boys. They were able to pull the Palmerston North defender out, giving them an open hole out in that link position. Great little play. And that just come down to the nice little chopper hole played by that number 8 for Marlborough Boys, who is Nico Pape. Drew that link position in, leaving a huge hole for Marlborough Boys.
So Palmerston North in the white here, driving down. Middle. Oh, yes. What has he got there? Oh, forward pass.
Forward pass. Unfortunate. Didn't see it myself. So here we have a tap from the 5 metre line for Marlborough Boys.
Oh, bit of contact there. A bit of shoulder.
It was unnecessary.
Especially
unnecessary aggression.
Especially on the first touch there, mate. You know, yeah, Sevens is up in Auckland at the moment. So, yeah, quick tap there.
Yeah, good story to tell, though. Letting the Palmy Boys know that he's going to stay strong for most of this game. So, watch out if you're going to touch him. You've got to make it strong. Nice little cookie there. Nice little dive,
Oh, I think that's a try. Yes.
Oh, that was a silky dive. Let's watch this replay back. You'll see he gets the ball, does a nice little step back, catches his player offside, stays parallel with the ground. From 4 metres out, able to get to the line. Marlborough Boys can't do anything against that beautiful touch. Well played.
Did that remind you of young Jason Puddles right there?
That reminded me of young Murray Sturt, if I'm going to be honest, mate. That was some beautiful work there. But yes, I do know Puddles. Still, in my opinion, one of the best dives in the game. Here we have the Marlborough Boys going up the middle. Link just a bit too tight there. Could have been chopping from a bit further out. Would have drew that link in a bit. Here we have a 32 play. Long ball out to the wing. Unfortunately, that was forward. So, Palmy Boys, they'll get the tap on the 5 metre line.
Yeah, that was a great set there. Tap. Oh, here we go. Now they're going to just a lot of passes there.
Yeah, looks like they're just trying to get to their box, get a fresh set of 6 on. Nice yardies though by these boys teams. Both teams doing well with ball in hand, getting down to the side of field where they want to be. Middle play here. They'll set up for a scoop. They have a 32 pick. He's going to pick his option. Long ball out to the wing. Chopper, someone coming back door. Well played. Palmy Boys just showing really good fluidity there. Able to set up a 32 play where their link scoops through. Long ball's out to the wing. Wing comes in short. Then their other link comes in around the back, leaving a huge hole out on that wing. Beautiful play by Palmy. Marlborough down by 1. Coming up through the middle.
Great set here.
3 touches down. They have a couple left up their sleeve.
Trying to pull them out here. They're trying to encourage them to get out. Looks like sort of they're setting up for a sweeper play here. He goes back, actually. Oh.
Well, I actually like the play. Seeing as everyone is using that that helmet or that backdoor play now.
Yes.
Just trying to switch things up.
Oh. Should have tried to kill that on the 5 there.
Yeah. On the 5, and coach probably would have preferred on the other side, leaving a longer run for Palmy Boys to get to their box. Hoya no, taeteaha. Here we are. Palmy Boys on the attack again with some great yards. They've already made it down to the 10 metre. Let's see what they can produce here. They're playing 33. Scoop there.
That was great defence there. He shut them down, and the only option he had was the wide pass there, and it was a 50-50 ball.
Yep, and you would have seen the Marlborough Boys winger, that number 14, was in a great position to chop down that link and double off to that wing as well. Unfortunately, Marlborough Boys with the mistake, giving Palmy a full set on the 5 metre.
And that was due to the nice positive touch there. He couldn't get his foot over the ball there, so it was a real good touch there. So, yeah, Palmy on attack here. Got 6 to play with.
Yep. They tried a 32 play there, and then they bounced out the link. Something Counties Manukau is renowned for. Here we have a backdoor play. Checks back. Numbers. They have the gap open on the wing, but great defence by Marlborough Boys.
That's a good touch out there by the little winger.
Mate, and he's putting himself in good positions to make the touch. Because in my opinion, hardest position to defend in touch is probably out on this wing. You have to be able to know. Oh my gosh, great pass. Unfortunately, it was forward.
It's a forward.
But that's something Marlborough has to watch out for. That's the second time Palmy Boys has chopped through their hole and broken that line.
We call that ball watching, Kimmel.
Something I'm very good at.
So good ruck here. Good set. Almost to halfway, and it's the 3rd.
Yep, some good yardies here.
There we go. They'll set up for the scoop.
Good field position.
Oh, good step back. Oh, was that back to 1? Oh, yes, back to 1. Great set there. Yeah, a great set.
Very, very good by Marlborough. They were able to catch Palmy Boys on the back foot. Having them constantly move backwards makes it a lot harder to defend. They go the quickie play.
Yeah, good defence.
Oh, but the mistake on the first touch.
And that, again, was down to that nice defence. The link had a real hard shut there and put him under pressure, and he fumbled the ball there.
Exactly. And then another good set of defence by Marlborough, able to get the ball back. Coach will be happy with that one. That's how you make up for mistakes.
Just don't relax here, Marlborough, and get down to that 5 and attack these boys right in front of their face.
Nice
Short side.
Perfectly played. He's through the gap. Oh! Should be back to 1 though.
Yep, offside. Oh, holding. He's got him for a holding call there.
Okay, something for Palmy boys to be wary about. You don't want to give away too many of those penalties.
How's Palmy travelling in the tournament, Kimmel, at the moment?
So Palmy, after day one, they qualified first in their pool. They did have a game this morning against Tauranga Boys, and unfortunately they lost 6 points to 5. And saying that, points differential was on their side. And Marlborough Boys actually went up against Rotorua Boys High, who is traditionally probably one of the best teams here, and they went down 6-3.
Nice.
So both these teams will be needing a dub, will be needing the win from this game. Here we have Marlborough coming up the middle with 33 play. Doesn't make the touch. Nice defence there by Palmy. I like how calm both these teams are on defence. Here we have a 33 peel play. He's through the gap, ball down. The ref has called no touch, and he gives the dot.
Given a try. It was a great try. The defender thought he was onside there, but unfortunately the ref sees it a little bit different. Yeah, no, definitely on that replay, definite try.
Yeah, and it's due to that kind of play. When you play the 33 peel and you have the player coming back door defensively, there are so many players that you need to watch out for. That's why it's such a good play, because it just opens up so many holes.
Yeah, correct.
And when you have players who can dive like that, perfect kind of play.
Oh. If he had got an intercept, it would have been an interesting race there.
Yep, that number 14 for Marlborough Boys, Will Flynn. Wouldn't mind seeing him in some open space. Nice little sleight of hand there. He dummied the short ball, flicked it out to the link. But some even better defence by Marlborough. Here we have a backdoor play. We have Link coming backdoor, but they go short side. Long ball out to the right side wing.
Yeah, got it.
Great execution by Palmerston North.
So at the moment, what's happening down there is Marlborough's falling for that for the helmet play, as we call it in touch, and they're actually scooping back and going short side, and the winger's in really, really tight there, and it's making his job a little bit harder to chase out. But he put in some good effort there to get out there, but unfortunately, they got the ball down just before.
Yeah, just some real solid attack by Palmerston North. Here, let's see if Marlborough can reply. They go for a 33 play. They have numbers on this left side. Oh, touch there by Palmerston North Boys. There we see the holes are there though. They're open. Have another scooper. Short ball.
Yeah, 6 touches. Good set of defence there.
Really good set of defence there by Palmerston North.
Look at that yard. That's 15 metres on that first touch there. Look at that. They're almost back to halfway on the second touch. Is this Australia?
Oh, great awareness by their number 2 from Palmerston North. Recognising he wasn't touched, so he steals the extra 4 metres.
Look at the yards. That's 4. They're on the 5.
Exactly where you want to be. Here they'll probably be setting up for a scoop. If I was Marlborough, I'll be wanting to send a single player up, making it easier defensively, instead of everyone having to get back that 5. Long ball out to the wing. Open for days. Great attack by Palmerston North Boys.
And that started off with the going from the try line to try line and finishing in the corner with a great setup for a scoop there, gas through and fed his winger out wide.
Yes, that's just some beautiful silky touch. As a coach, you'd be happy with tries like that. You could score like that all day. You'll be taking home the gold medal this weekend. Well, you know, Marlborough now on the attack. They set up, start with a 32 play, trying to move this Palmerston North defence around. They have a backdoor coming back around to this shallow side. Set up for another 32. They play the quickie, long ball out. They got numbers on this left side. Oh, but can't execute.
And he knew it straight away when he passed it there. He put his hands on his head and said sorry to his mate next door to him.
Yeah, good on him. And that just comes down to speed of play. Touch is such a quick turnaround that sometimes mistakes like those are inevitable. And again, some great yards by Palmerston North. As you can see, Marlborough Boys just always on the back step here. They're able to get a good strong foot forward. Here they are setting up for the last. Palmy Boys through the gap. They have numbers on this right side. Steps back. Numbers again. Oh, unfortunate not to finish. But just shows great awareness by Palmy Boys.
And again, we put it down to that rucking out from the try line. It's just great. Marlborough's stepping up there, rucking off the line here.
Yes,
Here's the
definitely a
fourth.
part of their game that they could strengthen up, which they have done quite well in the set. They've made it all the way down to the 5 with the final. He's through the gap. Open holes. Can any of his players get open?
Yes.
I think they did.
That is a great try. Oh, hang on. We've got the refs on.
Ref talking to the touchy. Touchy has something to say.
No, he's awarded it. Fair try.
I like it. Marlborough Boys coming through with some really good yards, finishing up with a strong scoop. Here it is here. They set up for the last. Just scoop through, and this is just wheels. This is just gas, recognising where the holes are. Winger did very well to open himself up there. Here, players all around him. But now what Marlborough needs is a good defensive set as Palmy are still up by 1.
That's 2. That's the third touch there, and they're on the 5. Oh, yes. You have to, once you score a try, you've got to go back out and defend that try, and unfortunately, Marlborough didn't do that there. But Palmy drove down from the tap-off right to the 5, and they were there on the second touch, so they had touches up their sleeve.
Yeah, that just comes down to miscommunication. You almost want your wingers to be shouting in your ear defensively, letting you know where you are, where the attacking players are, just so that you know where to get back to so that you can make those sorts of touches.
You were always good at that, weren't you, Kimmel? Yelling out to us?
Well, let's just say my talking was better than my actual skills.
Oh,
Oh,
intercept.
great
Here we
defensive
go.
pick here.
He's gone. No one's going to catch him. Look at the wheels.
The wheels of the man. Number 12 for Palmy Boys, Jaden Keelan. Great show of awareness there, and in my opinion, shows a great winger. He recognises when he needs to shout on his link. He knows when to hold for his winger, but he also knows when he's able to snap and steal that pass.
Yep.
Great work.
And then the turn of speed over the first 5 metres that was him. He was gone. Nice red boots too, or orange. Orange boots he's got on.
You were always into having the flashy boots, eh, Muzz?
Yeah, mate, I always had the coloured boots. Sure you've got a pair of mine at your house?
Yep, no doubt. I live by a motto, look good, feel good, play good, mate. And here we have Marlborough. Again, it's this number 4. Looks to be their main attacker, as he's the one who set up most of their tries in this half. Unable to do anything in that play.
And that's half time.
Half-time here with Palmerston North up 6-3. Both teams showing promise. Just at the moment, I think Palmy Boys capitalising off a lot of their good attack and a lot of their really good yards.
Yeah, and it's just coming down to what they're doing on the 5. You know, the yards. I mean, we've talked about it this whole first half. Is Palmerston North yards from one end to the other is just phenomenal. So, you know, Marlborough's sort of stepping up now, and they realise that they've got to yards it out hard too, and get down to that other end and start scoring some tries as well. Yeah,
and it just goes to show if you can keep that pace up through the rucks, through the yards, get down to the 5, have your defensive team on the back foot, a lot of holes are going to open up, and it's going to make your scooping a lot easier. Yeah, correct there, Kimmel. And I mean, yeah, that's what we've got to do. And there won't be too much words in that Palmerston North huddle for this half, but you know, I think they'll be saying, let's step it up and let's go. Yeah, I think a lot of the NZ players will know their coach right there on screen, Eugene Heppy. A touch great. He was in the NZ Open men's team for quite a few years. He knows the game very, very well. Very skilled player, and he'll just be letting his team know, you know, how to cope with these high intensity moments. Yeah, and that's something that, I mean, there's quite a few touch blacks around coaching their schools or their areas where they live and stuff like that, and that's great. So, you know, he adds a lot of experience to that crew down there, and pretty sure George Albert Yonke would be floating around there at some stages as well. So yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, you can't sort of. I mean, you got to give it up to this Marlborough team. They definitely will still be in this game. I mean, we'll see. They definitely have the pace, and traditionally these Marlborough teams, they can run for days. And what Palmerston North Boys is doing at the moment is they're shutting off a lot of their go forward, which is usually the South Island teams' one of their strengths. And I think if you can do that against the South Island teams, that's when you're going to get the upper hand.
Yeah, like you said, they can run for days. They breed stallions down there, don't they? So, yeah, no, it's good. Let's hopefully they really turn it up in the second half and run these Palmy boys around, because, like we said, someone's got to get the dub here. You know, we can't. They don't want to draw. They don't want to leave with a draw. They want to, they want to make that top 8 tomorrow. So, yeah, this half's going to be exciting.
Especially both of these teams losing their first up matches this morning. Today being the crossover day. So both these teams would have either been first or second in their pool play after pool play yesterday. Now Marlborough Boys, I think what they need to do, they need to maybe just run some quicker holes, some quicker link holes, some quicker chopper lines. That'll definitely help out their attack a lot.
Yep, Palmerston North there in the white, tapping off. Oh, gee, that was forward, but play on. All right, here we go. So Palmy North on the 5. That is a try.
I love the options that this Palmerston North Boys high team have off that 33 peel play.
Tell me, that looked like a Ricky Horlock special when Alan Pewa was around.
I know what move you're talking about. It wasn't quite that, but hey, it was close. I won't say the name is. I think most of our old school touch players, most of our old school players, they like to call our moves not the prettiest names.
Yes. We'll leave that there. We'll just call it the Horlock.
We'll call it the Horlock.
We'll call it the Horlock.
But like I said, that 33 peel play, that's probably the third variation of that move that Palmerston North Boys have used. Great to see that they're not just sticking to what they know, but they're actually opening up their eyes and they're seeing where the holes are.
Oh, that's a try. Ball down.
That is a try. Did the ref call the number 2 offside?
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. But the young fella, he got right underneath him, right underneath him here on the replay. So, yep, try.
Yeah, there we go.
The number 2.
Great work by Marlborough. They needed that just to stay in the match. I mean, Palmerston North Boys had gotten 4 touchdowns ahead, able to shut that gap down to 3. They'll need to do a lot more defensive work to be able to stay in this game, though. Oh, and there it was, easy dot down. And that was all in the setup.
Come down to D here now. You can hear defence getting spoken to in the boxes down the bottom there, and we need to, as the ladies down there saying, we need to shut them out. So, yeah. Yeah,
you would have seen Palmerston North. They're doing a lot of 33 peels plays. Well, in that one, they almost did a 32 peel, which drew those inside players in, opening up those holes out wide, which is how they were able to score a try there. Marlborough Boys bringing their main playmaker onto the field, Clyde Paiwai. Here he is, ball in hand, long ball out to the wing, and that hole was open.
What a ball. Great setup, great pass, great finish.
Yes, and as a winger defensively, you have 2 options. Like I said, in my opinion, wing probably the hardest position to defend and touch.
Yeah, for sure, Kim. And as we see on the replay here, it's a great step back. Winger was sort of turned his shoulders in and couldn't turn his body around to get out and make the touch. But great setup, great try. Now, what's Palmerston North going to do here?
Here they are, just stacking this right side again, trying to open the holes up on that left side. So again, they're just feinting that 33 peel play, which is forcing those defenders in tight, opening up the holes out wide.
Yeah, that's right. And the link defender was probably in a little bit too close to his middle there. And he got beaten on the outside, but he tried to recover there. But no, great try. That was a good setup there, like you said.
Yeah, you didn't see it on the replay, but they actually had a player feinting that peel line again. And that's all game plan stuff. That'll be all Eugene Heppy telling them, all in the first half, we're just going to run this 33 peel. They got the Marlborough Boys used to those lines that they were running, and now they're just giving it out wide instead of running in tight. Great strategic plan by Palmerston North.
Yep, and here's Marlborough on the attack here. Another wide ball. 5th and final. Kill it on that side. Make Palmerston work off. Yep.
That last pass almost wasn't needed. Like you said, kill it off on that side. Make Palmerston North work hard out of their try line, over to their sub-box. Oh, great extra yards made by Palmerston North there. Here we have Palmy with the go forward. They got a new set of attack on, so they'll be nice and fresh.
Back to the link there. Oh, no, he wasn't. I thought he was going to drop in there, but he didn't drop in. He gave the extra pass there to the sweeper. Ooh. Oh, touch and pass. It was a pretty good little set there from Palmy. Throwing in some different plays I haven't seen for a while, Kimmel. Looked like he was going to drop in and then gave the extra pass out and the defender dropped back.
Those are the sorts of plays that, you know, really get you touchdowns. I mean, the ones catching your defensive line unawares of what you're going to do. Here we have Marlborough Boys now with the scoop. He goes short side, goes for the long ball. Winger had to make the play at the ball. Seeing that the Marlborough winger was open on the outside, if he didn't, they probably would have scored there. So well defended by Palmerston North. Here they got a quickie. Check back. Will they set for seconds? Yes, they will. A bit slow. So they'll have to reset their attack here. Again, 33 play. We have a player coming back door. They go straight to the link. Defensively, though, Palmerston North, nice and tight. They had it on lock. Another backdoor play. We scoop short side, though. Long ball out to the wing.
Was it forward?
Forward and out, I think. No, they're going to play the out. So Palmerston North, just the roll ball. Lucky for Marlborough, it's all the way on the other side of the field.
That's off the mark.
Good pick up, Murray. So Marlborough with another full set on their 5. They'll be happy with this. And as you can see, no, you probably can't see, but they've brought on a couple new players, getting some fresh legs on attack. Setting up 10 metres out. They drop right on the 5. They go long side, long ball out here. But well defended by Palmerston North. Just some good scramble D. Again, it looks like they're going to run a backdoor play.
Oh, yep, referee's got him for offside.
Marlborough, still a lot of time left in this match. Easy enough to pick up 4 touchdowns in 7.5 minutes.
That's a great defensive read right there. Always hurt his shoulder.
As you can see, the shut defence by Palmerston North, definitely strong. Shutting off the options for the ball player off those cookie plays. We have another backdoor player coming through.
Play on. Yes.
Play on.
Oh, that's ball to ground. That's a try. Great tip on there from the number 9, I think it was there, for Marlborough.
Yep, great recognising. Knowing he had a player open on his outside and that the winger was shutting in on him. Didn't have to catch the ball, just had to tap it backwards.
Great.
Nice pick-up dot down by Marlborough Boys, shutting the gap down to 3. But again, this is when you need a strong defensive effort.
Touch and pass.
Yep, Palmerston North Boys, they changed up their attack plan there.
Yeah, it looks like they've gone away from what they were using in that first half, Kimmel, and the start of that second half. So, sort of maybe that does it happen when we get so far in front, or I don't know. It looks like they've sort of changed up what they're doing.
Yeah, it could be. You know, you tend to get a bit comfortable when you're a few touchdowns ahead.
Hot on attack here again.
Palmerston North there, fortunate to get the recount. There was a high-risk play in the early touches. Something most coaches don't usually like, but hey, they come out on top in that instance.
Kobe says one there doesn't want to be in.
Great defence by Marlborough. As you can see, they were still able to have numbers there, even with the step back. Let's see what Palmy can pull off here. They go for another 33 peel. And hit that middle, just standing in short. The Marlborough player called no touch, but the ref has already called it.
Yeah, no, he's gone to the referee and said, no, I didn't touch him. That's a great honesty call there. Sometimes we don't see that sort of thing, but, you know, it's, oh, hang on, he's got something else here now.
Yeah, no, you can't. Once the play has been played, even if the ref did make a mistake, you can't go back and change the play. And now because the player chucked the ball back.
He's actually called a forward pass. Yeah, young referee out there, he's called a forward pass. He was going with the try at the start, but somewhere from the sideline he's got a call and it's been called a forward pass.
I'll tell you this much, I'm lucky to be sitting in this box and not doing his job.
Yeah, for sure. That's a tough job, mate.
It
It's
is,
a tough
mate.
job. I mean, he's probably the same age as the players as well, but he's doing a fantastic job.
Marlborough with a great...
That's great defence. It's great defence. He was caught in two minds. What should I do? And he was the winger too. So he left his winger alone to kill that ball, and he did a very good job there.
Yep, those Palmy boys, they needed a good set of defence there because the Marlborough attack was on fire there. Made some good yardies down there. They have a full set of attack right on the 5. They go for the quickie play. Oh, he was looking for the short ball to the link, but the link had come under on his 6 o'clock. So a high-risk play, early count, not something a coach wants to see.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And, you know, we've seen that over the last 2 games. You know, we called them coach killers, but, you know, it's getting warm out there too. So fatigue will starting to kick in late into the second half.
Yep, and I don't know if you could have seen it on screen, but Palmerston North there with a beautiful switch out of subs. They have a fresh set of 6 on. They go short side. He was open, but great defence by the Marlborough link.
No, he's called a try.
Oh!
Good honesty call. He got up and
honesty.
said, no, I didn't touch him, referee. So, yep, no, it's good honesty. I've seen 2 honesty calls there from Marlborough. So, yeah, that's great.
Good honesty call by the Marlborough player. For any of you young players watching out there, if you don't make a touch, don't call the touch.
That's right, mate. And, you know, it's better to be honest and go off with a guilty conscience.
There we saw Marlborough setting up for a 33 peel play, but the timing was a bit off, so unable to execute. Here, they look like they're playing a 32 play. They go long with the chopper line through the middle, but well defended by Palmerston North.
Yeah, that was great defence. He was hurdling too. He was going pretty quick. It's great.
Again, great defensive work by the Palmerston North winger. Read it easily enough, knew he had to go on to his wing. But well done by Marlborough. They stacked the ball on the opposite sides of the Palmy boys' sub-box, making them work hard to get to their box, make their changes. But here, Palmy just making some beautiful extra yards. Marlborough need to do better defensively. Here we have a 32 play. We have a pick. He has options there. He can scoop through, or he can pick who he wants to pass to.
He probably should have just carried on there.
The hole was open.
It opened up something chronic. He should have just carried on and just gone through and probably had a little bit more time on his hands.
Yeah. It's harder to make those decisions when you're on the fly like that, because I mean the link hole was also open as well. Here we have Marlborough making some good yards, getting past that first defender, coming right through the middle. They got Palmerston North on the back foot. This player offside, play on cord, holes there. They should get the penalty. Oh no, they played on. Good call by the ref. They played the advantage. Palmy now with some good yards out. This is only their second touch and they've already made it to halfway. Great work.
Can you just explain that rule to the viewers, Kim? Or he was offside, and then all of a sudden he was onside, and the ref said play on, and yeah.
Well, I guess that usually comes down to the referee. A lot of referees differ in the amount of time they give for an advantage. So he was offside, so they had the advantage they played on. He ran about 10 metres, and the ref thought that ample time enough to be able to make something of the mistake that Palmerston North made. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalise. So here we have a 33 play. Nice little inside ball. Easy try. That there, you just need better communication between your middles, knowing when to shut. So I think it was just a quickie play here. No, it was just a scoop. Nice little inside ball. What we call a Rogers, as George Rogers made that move famous back in his time.
And I'm sure George Rogers is here today actually watching over touch from up there.
Touch legend.
There's the hooter.
Here's the hooter. Marlborough unable to get the dot down after that last play. But Palmerston North Boys showing a strong outing in this match against Marlborough, taking the game 11-6. But good match played by both teams.
Yeah, it was a good match. It started off real high intense, and like we said, that sun's come out. It's peered through, but you know, they a lot of fatigue down there. So hopefully these boys get under the tent, get some sunscreen on. But apart from that, the game was excellent. It was good attacking options, good defensive, and good rucking.
Yes, I think end of the day, it come down to really good execution. Palmerston North Boys High, you could see that they had a game plan put in place. You know, play a lot of those 33 peels early on, hit a lot of those short options, then come into that second half where they started putting the points on. That was when they started shifting it out to that link. Just pulling those defenders in, opening up those holes out wide. Exactly what you want to see as a coach. Eugene Hippie will be happy.
Yeah, mate, that's right. And yeah, it does come down to, you know, what they do away from their school and stuff like that. So, you know, it was well coached, and I thought they went away from it a little bit in that second half.
We have one of these little kids playing with our mic at the moment. I don't know if you heard that. They have walked away from it, which is good for us. You'll be able to hear us now, and not so much. They probably would do some better commentating than us anyway.
Oh, mate, I think you're doing a great job there, Kimmel.
Oh, really thanks, Muzza.
Yeah.
No, it's been fun. Great game put on by both teams today. Marlborough going down to Palmy Boys. Exactly what Palmy want after the early loss this morning, but good game put on by both teams.
Yeah, mate, and yeah, hopefully they make that top 8.